Next point from the alcohol, phenol and ether is chemical properties of alcohol and phenol. In previous video we will already discuss preparations, methods of alcohol and phenol. Now in this video we will discuss chemical properties of alcohol and phenol. Okay, the first chemical properties of alcohol and phenol is laboratory test of alcohol and phenol. First is litmus test. You know that generally in aqueous solution alcohol is neutral. There is no change on litmus paper. Either it turns red or blue. It is as it is. That means your alcohol is neutral. Okay. There is no any change on the litmus paper. Either it turns red or blue. That means your alcohol is neutral. Okay. Then test for the phenol. You can take phenol and dip your blue litmus paper in the phenolic aqueous solution. What happened? Your litmus paper, blue litmus paper turns red. That means your solution is phenolic solution is acid. Okay. But in this case, this is the first litmus test. You can distinguish whether it is alcohol or phenol with the help of litmus test. I already told you what is a litmus test. There is no effect on the litmus paper. Either it turns red or blue in aqueous solution of alcohol. Okay, litmus paper as it is. But in case of phenolic solution, the blue litmus paper turns red. Blue litmus paper turns red. That means your phenolic solution is acidic. Okay. The next test, reaction with bases. आता basically you know that when phenol is a weak acid and it react with weak base is a sodium bicarbonate, what will you get here? There no any reaction. Okay. Reaction with the phenol, you know that phenol is a weak acid, so it react with weak base. Weak base is sodium bicarbonate. There is no any reaction takes place. So why there is no any reaction takes place? Because already this is weak acid and this is weak base. Then when phenol react with aqueous solution of, this is AROH, that means phenol. Phenol react with sodium hydroxide. What happened here in this case? Simply this H plus from the phenol and this OH minus from the sodium hydroxide react together and formation of loss of water molecule, and this is negative and this is positive. Here formation of ONA as a phenoxide salt. Okay, phenoxide ion formation there. When your phenol react with strong base, NOH is a strong base, that's why a reaction takes place. Here sodium bicarbonate is a weak base, that's why here no any reaction, but phenol is a weak acid and NOH what? Yes, strong base, that's why here phenoxide ion is formed, and this phenoxide ion is more stabilized by delocalization of pi electron present in the benzene ring, the maximum stability of this phenoxide ion. Then you can take your phenoxide ion and simply added HCl. So what happened in this case? Yes, what happened in this case? Simply this O minus can take H plus from the acid, and here formation of bond between this oxygen and hydrogen, and here salt formation. This O minus can take H plus from the acid, hydrochloric acid. Here bond formation between oxygen and hydrogen, and here NaCl get bond formed there. Alcohol shows no acidic characters in aqueous solution. Thus, alcohol do not react with sodium bicarbonate or sodium hydroxide. That means what? Alcohol when in aqueous solution, at that time it does not shows any acidic characters. It does not react with any base. That means it does not react with sodium hydroxide or sodium bicarbonate. That is, it is neutral. Okay, in an aqueous solution. Then when your alcohol react with first a group, alkali group element like sodium, what happen in this case? You can take here 2 moles of alcohol and take here sodium metal. What happen? This hydrogen atom of the alcohol is replaced by sodium metal. The hydrogen atoms of the alcohol is replaced by sodium metal, and here formation of RONA, and here 2 moles I have used, that's why 2H2 gas here released there, remains. Okay. Then next, you must remember when you can take alcohol and simply added sodium metal, H2 gas is released there, and you know that H2 gas is a highly combustible, so that's why fire takes place there after the addition of sodium metal in alcohol because of the H2 gas released there. Then characteristic test for phenol is, what is the characteristic test for phenol? Alcohol does not show positive taste with the, yes, I can show here what happens. I can take here 3 moles of phenol and just added FeCl3, and your FeCl3 must be neutral. What happened in this case? Okay, I have just taken here what is the distinguished taste of phenol. The alcohol does not show taste or any reaction with this neutral FeCl3. Only phenol can show reaction with FeCl3, neutral FeCl3. What happened in this case? You have, this is the phenol, and this hydrogen atom of the phenol is replaced by simply what happened? Fe metal. Okay, this 3, actually I have already used here 3 moles of phenol, so that's why here 3 hydrogen atoms. Okay, this is 3 hydrogen atom, and this 3 Cl can combine together formation of HCl as a byproduct. What is your product? You have 3 phenoxide ion left, ARO, that means 3 phenoxide left there. You can see here, okay, ARO, 3 phenoxide, and 1 ion can form complex here. What is the structure for this complex? Simply you can see here, this is your complex form here. This phenoxide ion with this ion, and this complex has deep color. It may be violet color or purple color or green color, like that. Yes, it's a very simple one. You can see here, you can use here 3 moles of alcohol and added neutral FeCl3. What happened? These 3 hydrogen atom and these 3 Cl combined together and formation of 3 HCl. Then you have 3 phenoxide, ARO minus, that means phenoxide ion can form a complex with this 1 Fe atom. Okay, form a complex with 1 Fe atom, and this complex is called as what? Ferric phenoxide. काय म्हणायचं या कॉम्प्लेक्सला? Ferric phenoxide, because ferrous present in a 2 oxidation state, actually +2 and +3. When it is present in a 3 oxidation state, at that time it is called as a ferric oxide. Okay, this is the distinguished test between alcohol and phenol. Then next test, distinguished test for the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol. How can distinguish your primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol? It's a very simple one. So basically I can take here simply alcohol and added just hydrochloric acid in presence of Lucas reagent there. Lucas reagent, that means what? It is the mixture of concentrated HCl and yes, distinguished test of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol with the help of Lucas reagent. Okay, so you can distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary alcohol? How can distinguish? You know that I can take here alcohol whether it is primary, secondary or tertiary. Simply I have taken here alcohol whether it is primary, secondary or tertiary. I just added here HCl. This is the concentrated HCl with anhydrous. I have used here anhydrous ZnCl2. Okay, what happened? This OH and H combine together and your loss of H2O, and this OH is replaced by simply Cl. That means here alkyl chloride form. Okay, this is simple your preparation of alkyl chloride from alcohol. Okay, you can prepare from primary, secondary or tertiary alcohol. But what is the distinguished taste for the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol? You know that what happened in this case, you can simply say that alcohols are soluble in Lucas reagent. Actually your alcohols are soluble in Lucas reagent. You can take here any alcohol, either primary alcohol, secondary alcohol or tertiary alcohol. Your alcohols are soluble in Lucas reagent, but the products are not soluble. That means what? You can simply say that this is soluble, but your product is not insoluble. You must remember, your alcohol is soluble in Lucas reagent, but your product is not soluble in Lucas reagent. I already told you what is the Lucas reagent. Yes, Lucas reagent काय असतं? It is the mixture of concentrated HCl and anhydrous ZnCl2. This is the mixture is called as a Lucas reagent. Your alcohol is soluble in Lucas reagent, but product is alkyl chloride not soluble in Lucas reagent. So what happened when reactant get converted into product? At that time, after some time, your solution become turbid. What I am saying, you must remember. काय होतं की ज्यावेळी रिएक्टंटचं कन्वर्जन प्रोडक्ट मध्ये फॉर्म व्हायला सुरुवात होते, at that time your solution become turbid because your product is insoluble in the Lucas reagent. When you can take primary alcohol, at that time there are after the heating for the primary alcohol, heat required there. For the primary alcohol, heat required to convert reactant to product, and after some time, after 30 minutes, your solution become turbid. For the primary alcohol, okay, you can take here primary alcohol and simply add a Lucas reagent. At that time, there are 30 minutes required for the your solution becomes turbid, and you required there some heating. Okay, after some time, after 30 minutes, your solution become turbid. When you can take here secondary alcohol and just added Lucas reagent, at that time within 4 to 5 minutes your solution become turbid. You take here secondary alcohol and you added just Lucas reagent. At that time, within 4 to 5 minutes, your solution become turbid. And when you use tertiary alcohol, at that time, within 2-3 seconds, your solution become turbid. That means the rate of the turbidity of the solution forms in case of tertiary alcohol is maximum. That means turbidity goes on increasing. That means here your product reactant alcohol get converted into alkyl chloride. The rate of the product formation goes on increasing. That means what happened? The reaction takes place in a primary alcohol. There is a lot of time required with Lucas reagent, but in case of tertiary alcohol and Lucas reagent, there is a reaction takes place fast. You must remember what I am saying. How can distinguish with taste primary, secondary alcohol with the help of Lucas reagent? I already told you the reaction of tertiary alcohol is faster. Tertiary alcohol is faster than secondary than primary alcohol, because with Lucas reagent the reaction of tertiary alcohol is faster than secondary than primary, because within 2 to 3 seconds your solution become turbid. Here to 5 to 6 minutes required there, and here 30 hours required there. That means the rate of the product formation of the reaction in case of tertiary alcohol is maximum as compared to the secondary and primary alcohol. Then next video we will discuss reaction involving cleavage of OH bond. आता basically you know that in alcohol there are two types of two polar bonds there. Okay, I can take here simply CH3OH. Okay, this oxygen is negative and this carbon is positive. Okay, this bond is also polar, and the bond between present here oxygen and hydrogen also polar. That means here two types of reaction takes place. You can either cleave carbon and oxygen bonds, or you can cleave here oxygen and hydrogen bonds. Because of the two polar bonds present there, due to the polarity, you can use some reagent for the cleavage of either CO bond or OH bond. We will discuss in next video reaction involving cleavage of OH bond. Okay, we will discuss in next video.